Hi everyone, welcome to Loka Holsteins. My name is Perri and I'm a fourth generation dairy farmer here in Victoria County. And I've been farming here with my husband Dan for about 6 years.
I'm Dan Wary, and yes, as Perri said, we've been farming together for 6 years, and our prefix is Loka Holsteins. And the way we came about that is on my dad's side, his family farm was Lodomead, and on my mom's side it was Kawartha. So the LO comes from Lodomead and the KA comes from Kawartha, and we've combined the two to make our own Loka Holsteins. Today we're going to discuss how we operate on our small dairy farm and go about our day-to-day.
Come on in.
With the different weather extremes we have in Ontario, we have two different ventilation systems in this barn. So spring, fall, and summer, we heavily rely upon our tunnel ventilation system. The idea of that is to cause as much airflow through the barn as possible. So along the back side of our barn, we have six 6-foot fans and then one smaller fan that will run through a warmer day in the winter. But during the summer, we have the far end of the barn as open as possible. So it only takes the barn 30 seconds for the air to enter the west end before it exits on the east end. So this allows a cool, comfortable temperature for the cows through the heat. Some benefits of this style barn, we were able to save a bit of cost with the trusses. Being a low ceiling barn, we were able to keep that airflow right on the cows. As we transition into the colder months, our system will switch over to a cross ventilated system. So all of the soffit on our barn is vented, which allows our attic to be all fresh air in the winter months. And we have inlets that are about 3-foot chimneys inside of our attic that allow that fresh air to come in, but we don't suck any of the insulation that's in our ceiling out. So we have 8 fans that are on the north and south side of our barn that circulate that fresh air in here in the winter. But with the sides being sealed and both ends being sealed, the roof being a low ceiling and insulated, we're able to keep a warm temperature in this barn so we do not have any freeze ups in the winter. We have always wanted to have our cattle on pasture, and we were in a tie stall before where the cows could go out sometimes. With the freestall barn, they have a lot more movement with inside of the barn, but we still like the idea of them getting out onto the pasture, being on the dirt and the soft ground, and we find it can extend their lifetime by having that free locomotion outside and be able to sprawl right out. Free choice pasture that we are hoping to be to is where the cows have free choice of being either in the barn or out on pasture for the entire day and night. During the day, most of the time, today's a cool breezy day, so they're okay outside. But most of the time through the summer, the cows will actually prefer to be in the barn, where the ventilation is, where the shade is, and they will mostly come out at sunset and through the night. But they will have that option to be out all day or night if they wish.
So the main reason we believe that there's health benefits in having our cows on pasture for a certain amount of time in a day is mainly to get the cows off of the concrete. So in the barn, there's concrete where they walk and in between the bedding and up at the feed bunk, and that's the best option for keeping the facility clean and for managing the manure. But it's really nice that we feel that the cows can come outside, get their hooves into some dirt, and we think it's beneficial for their joints and muscles to be out here on a pasture system.
So our daily routine is we chore morning and night, as Perri and I both have day jobs during the day. I'm an insurance broker, and Perri has her own bookkeeping business as well as making cheese. As far as help on the farm goes, we'd be expected here every day. We have a friend of ours that works here a couple days a week with us, and my parents help out with the maintenance of the property and choring weekly as well. So that's our 5-person crew is our main crew here for the dairy, and Perri will touch on the crop side of things.
Yeah, so in the seasons where we need to be planting crops and harvesting crops, we have a neighbor and there's other farmers around this area that do that as their main job. So our crew is not responsible mainly for getting our crops planted in the ground and harvested. We hire that out to different crews who specialize in that. So that's maybe where our size of farm differs a little from some of the bigger operations where they would have enough employees to do all of the cropping as well. But at our size, our crew maintains the barn, and we get some extra help in the seasons when we need it for the croppings. The goal for the next few years on our dairy farm is to construct an on-farm dairy processing plant. So hopefully when that's up and running, we can have you back for another video. Thank you for coming and touring our farm today. We hope you learned a little bit about the tunnel ventilation system and the cross ventilation system, a bit about pasturing cattle and our daily operations here at Loka Holsteins. Bye.